Good evening, welcome to Bear City Middle School Annual Spring Band and Chorus Performance. Before we get started, just remember concert manners are so easy to keep. Be silent, stay seated, keep babies asleep, no texting or whistling or calling our names. Don't spoil our hard work, it would be such a shame. So turn off your cell phones, we're ready to go. Sit back and clap loudly and enjoy our great show. I would like to introduce you to our novice band. The first two songs you have heard them play are a familiar nursery rhyme called A Tisket a Tasket. The song was recently popular by the famous jazz novelist Ella Fitzgerald. After that, you heard our band perform the William Tell Overture, which is part of a famous opera written by Giorgio Rossini at the age of 37. It would be one of the last operas he wrote. Our next selection is called Waltzing the Stars, which is flowy and dance-like. Stay tuned for our final two selections.
1, 2, 3, 1.
We hope you enjoyed that. Now on to our last two sections. Our band will now be performing Mozart Melody, written by the famous composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, who in his short life wrote over 600 songs. Listen to Mozart melody and see if it sounds familiar to you. After that, we will be performing our group's favorite piece called Cool Beats. But better way to sound cool than playing with those. Stay tuned for the experience up next.
One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, one, go!
Good evening. This advanced band's first song called Locomotion, which was originally a pop song written by Gary Goffin and Cole King. It was number one of the charts in 1962. The next song the advanced band will be performing in a parade classic. Survival students have marched in the Bay Area Veterans Council annual Veterans Day and Memorial Day parade down Main Street while playing these songs. You can help but move to the beat while listening. Please enjoy Gridlock, our Centrans, Casons, Marines Hymn, and Cason Song.
Before the advanced band completes their portion of the concert, I wanted to recognize a few students who will be moving on to Spalding High School next school year. These students have persevered with the instrumental music program through many adjustments with poise and grace. Sorry. They have modeled to their younger peers what consistent practice, effort, and perseverance can do when playing a musical instrument. I wish them a tremendous amount of success as they move on in their academic careers and their post-secondary plans, so college or career, so on and so forth. They have truly made the Music Bee classroom feel like a safe and caring place to all those that enter, and for that I am very grateful. The impending years will not feel the same without them, but I'm very grateful to have worked with them throughout my first 2 years here at Berry City. At this time, I would like to recognize and give a small token of appreciation, because who doesn't enjoy snacks and candy and gifts? Our 2 percussionists, starting with Adeline Alexander and Emmett Hellion. Last but not least, at this time, I would also like to recognize our 2 wind performers, First, beginning with Anna Claire Callant and Shayla Thorpe. The advanced band will now be performing their final two selections. The first one is entitled Simple Gifts, arranged by Jack Bullock, a Shaker song originally written in the year 1848. Includes a very graceful, familiar melody we hope you remember. To close out our segment of the concert, we will perform a song made famous by the American rock duo The White Stripes, Seven Nation Army. It was written and released in 2003 and won Best Rock Song at the 46th Grammy Awards. Feel free to clap and sing along to our final selection. After, please wait patiently while our chorus gets ready to bring popular songs from famous musicals. another round of applause for our concert band. All right. Just some information for those that may not know. Our beginner bands that just started in 5th grade, and we had our 6th graders join, and we have some 6th graders kind of merging into the advanced band based on their effort and practice habits. Your students receive one 40-minute lesson once a week with me, and also one 15-minute group practice. So they've been able to pull off this magnificent concert with just 15 minutes, which really goes down to like 7 because we have broken reeds, instruments that need help getting repaired, and just constant, disruptions. So again, phenomenal job. I'm so proud of our advanced band and our beginner band and their efforts. I'll be right there. Yes, I'll be right there. The next group you're about to see is our combined 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade chorus. And they also meet for 15 minutes, but twice a week during TA. And again, sometimes that gets disrupted quite a bit, but they're going to put on a phenomenal show and focus on songs from movie musicals. So, where is my speaker 6?
Welcome to our combined chorus concert where 5th through 8th grade students join together in the art of singing. The Greatest Show is an upbeat opener to the musical The Greatest Showman. Several of our 7th and 8th grade students put this song in as a special request of what to perform for this concert. Listen closely as our group uses a wide range of vocals. Our soloist for the song is Anna Cohen, from 8th grade. Are you ready for the show?
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. Buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, sealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind.
Gravity is a song from the musical and now popular 2024 movie. Wicked, the song, is the finale of the first act of the musical and has a larger-than-life ending which showcases the Wicked Witch of the West, realizing the truth about the Wizard of Oz. Another song borrowed upon the members of the chorus. We are sticking to movie musicals. Our soloist in this song is Fiona Vines from 5th grade. Please enjoy Flying Gravity.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm living playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and
Before chorus sings their final song, I wanted to also recognize the 8th graders in chorus that will be moving on to Spalding High School in the fall. These students joined chorus as brand new members this school year and have been very strong contributors by adding their voice to this ensemble. I also wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors in high school and beyond. At this time, I would like to recognize Joey Martineau, Anna Poland, I could be saying that wrong, sorry, and I have a third one there. I think that's it for right now, sorry. Is he really? Oh my gosh, my brain, yeah, okay. Joey, I thought you were in 8th grade. All right, Anna Poland, everyone, soloist for our grand show. Yes. Awesome. Yes. Wonderful. Christian Dale's one of his first movies. So we're going to be singing and concluding with Seize the Day. Samantha Watkins from 6th grade will be performing the solo for this song. And we hope you stay tuned for our inaugural modern band performance with our 7th and 8th grade students.
Now is the time to seize the day. Stare down the odds and seize the day. Live on
Are you ready to rock? Our 7th and 8th grade students have been working hard to present some popular music songs using not so traditional instruments and voices. We are starting slow with a song called Coffee, written and performed by a Filipino-British singer/songwriter, Biba Dupi. Originally released in 2017, this song gained the artist a lot of attention on YouTube. This resulted in a record deal and the artist's first EP, Piper Brown, in 8th grade, will be performing the vocals to this easy going tune. listen to Uptown Funk. It was written and released over a decade ago in November 2014, but still hits hard for audiences of all ages. Written by British DJ Mark Ronson, the original features the vocal talents of Bruno Mars. Piper will also be providing vocals for this song.
But he's never letting me know who I am too hard.
British singer-songwriter and who made this tune famous with her third studio album, 25, Spend My Love on Your New Lover. First debuted in May of 2016, a mix of slow tempo pop and R&B helped our group find early success while learning our new instruments and beats. And we'll be singing this chart-topping song.
We have several 8th grade modern band members to recognize before our last tune, entitled Bored to Death, because you know every 8th grader is bored to death. Sung by the amazing, because I am that age group, Blink-182. These students I'm about to recognize have flourished on their instruments and their songs. They've helped me in growing in my knowledge, and it has been wonderful to have these self-motivated learners right by my side and teaching me a trick or two. I hope they can continue their modern band learning as they move on to high school and even start their own garage band. And if you want to come back and use my room, feel free. Yes. At this time, I would like to present our exclusive 8th grade modern band performers and singers with a small token of appreciation. Will B, Piper B, Annie D, and Carlin J. Come on up.
Congratulations, my friend.
Have a great summer to all of you, and we hope to see you. Return in December. To those that are moving on to Spalding, please remain in touch and have a great evening. Thank you.